curious if your crush is crushing back? Have you been hanging out with a guy and wondering, does he like me? We're here to help you figure it out. Read on for all the signs a guy likes you, from his body language and the way he talks, to the way he texts you and treats you. We've even got advice on how to find out from his friends, ask him directly, and drop hints about your own feelings. 1. See if he makes eye contact with you when you're around. If you notice the guy looking you in the eyes, try meeting his gaze with a smile, and hold it for a few seconds. If he doesn't look away, he might be interested in you, especially if he smiles back. On the other hand, some guys are really shy when they like someone, so he may actually make eye contact less often if he's really into you. 2. Pay attention to whether he smiles around you. When you like someone, you can't help but smile when they're near. If the guy you're around always lights up as soon as he sees you, it could mean that he has a crush on you. 3. Watch whether he mirrors your behavior. If you're talking to a guy or hanging out with him as part of a group, you might notice that whenever you touch your face or your hair, he does the same thing. Subconsciously mirroring someone else's behavior is a sign that you're attracted to them, so that could be a good clue that he's into you. To try this out, try repeating a small movement, like brushing your hair off of forehead or straightening the hem of the shirt, then watch whether he does the same thing. 4. Observe whether his body and feet are angled toward you. Without realizing it, we tend to lean toward people we like, and we lean away from people we don't like. When you're talking to the guy in question, watch whether he turns his body toward you or away from you. You can also watch whether his feet are pointing toward you, which can be another sign that he's interested. 5. Ask yourself whether he seems nervous or awkward when you're around. Sometimes, guys can get a little bashful when they like someone. If you notice that a guy blushes, stammers, or gets quiet when you come around, he might have a crush on you, although he could just be naturally shy. If you notice a guy doing this and you like him too, try giving him a little smile or a touch on the arm to reassure him. It may help set him at ease. 6. Watch whether he finds excuses to touch you. If a guy is always ready with a hug, he frequently touches you on your arm or shoulder, or he looks for reasons he can be physically close to you, he might like you. However, he might just be a touchy person, so pay attention to whether he acts like that with other people. If you're the only one, he probably has a crush. 7. Pay attention to whether he's always willing to hang out with you. If the guy in question is always there for you when you need him and always down to spend time together, he might have a crush on you. Ask yourself whether he's willing to cancel plans with other friends if you need him, or if he tries to make time for you even when it's inconvenient. This could also be the sign of someone who's just a really great friend. Either way, if you like him, enjoy the time together. His true feelings will come out eventually. 8. Watch to see if he texts you out of the blue. If a guy texts you for no reason, it's a sure sign that you're on his mind, and it might mean that he has feelings for you. He might also look for excuses to text you, like asking you about a homework assignment that he seemed to understand in class. Try not to text the guy too often. That way, he'll have a chance to be the one who texts you first. If you and the guy are good friends, he might just want to talk. Remember, you're looking for clues that all add up to a big picture. 9. Pay attention to whether he opens up to you over time. As you get to know the guy better, he might start to reveal personal details about his life and his past. If he's comfortable being emotionally vulnerable with you, it's a good sign that he feels close to you, and it may mean that he has deeper feelings for you as well. For instance, he may tell you about problems he's having with his parents or siblings, or he may talk about a difficult past relationship. Also, check if he makes an effort to get to know you better. 10. Watch whether he gives you gifts or does things for you. Guys often express their feelings through their actions, rather than their words. If he gives you a little gift, just because, or he looks for reasons to help you with things, it could be a sign that he wants a closer relationship with you. For instance, if you mention being cold and he offers you his sweater, he might just be chivalrous, but he also may be feeling protective over you because he cares about you. 11. See whether he teases or compliments you. Guys often gently tease the person they like, but they may also give compliments. However, some guys tease all their friends, while others are generous with compliments, so pay attention to how he treats other people to see if the way he acts around you is different. If you're the only one he does it to, it's a good sign he's into you. For instance, if you dress up for work, he might say, "You look nice," when you walk up. On the other hand, he might say something like, "Whoa, are you trying to get a promotion or something?" 12. Ask your friends what he says about you when you're not around. If your friends spend time around the guy in question, See if they'll help you figure out how you really friends. For instance, you could ask them to bring you up when you're not around, and see if he has anything to say. For example, your friend might say, "I think Jamie looks really nice today. Sam, what do you think?" If he jumps on the chance to talk about you, he probably has a crush. If he rolls his eyes or says anything unkind, he probably doesn't. 13. Talk to his friends if you're not ready to ask him yourself. If you really want to know what he's thinking but you haven't quite worked up the courage to ask, try asking his closest friends. Of course, they're probably going to tell him as soon as they talk to him, but it can give you a little insight. You might try saying, "Hey, Steven, I was wondering if Chris likes me. We hang out a lot, but I'm too shy to ask him." 14. Be straightforward and ask him if you want a definite answer. Being honest and upfront is usually the best approach. Chances are, if you ask a guy up front about his feelings, he'll probably tell you. However, try to do it when it's just the two of you, because if he feels put on the spot in front of other people, he might feel too embarrassed to answer. If you're hanging out with a group of people, you might say something like, "Hey Damon, will you walk with me to get a drink?" When you're out of earshot, you could say, "Lately I've been wondering where we stand. Do you like me as more than a friend?" Thanks for watching. Subscribe us for more video.